I needed that cough. Again, I'm going to apologise for no sound. More Zealots coming in to harass probably the middle line, but they're going to be faced with a wall, and backed off quite well. Give me a minute, how's I get my voice back? Army's being pretty small for the Zerg at the minute. I'm not liking his odds at all. Yeah, and they're going to surround this queen. I don't think this queen is going to survive. The rate at which they're not even Moodless aren't focused firing, and while this is happening, the Zealots are focusing the Overlords, getting not exactly supply blocked, but it is kind of annoying when you can't get the units out quickly because you need to spend 100 of those minerals or more to get more units out. And the counter to this is quite an even number, almost an even number as Zerglings. Look how much damage they're doing. Just shows how good they are.
Highway.
Yeah, just shows how good Zerglings are against Stalkers. I would recommend Roach. Sorry about that. Nasty for you, I'm sure. But yeah, I would recommend Roach and Zergling at the early stages, even though Zerglings don't like to go Roaches anymore. Not Zerglings. Zerg don't like to go Roach anymore. It's kind of a shame because they counter Zealots so well. They also are good at getting rid of these defences. What Moodless aren't good at, in packs of 3 or 2, is get rid of a fully charged one of these. A Void Ray. You can kind of see why they don't like it. However, I've lost by trying to use them. So if you get enough Hydralisks out, yeah, I think the main problem, with the Zerg is that it didn't really go. He has all this money you could. Buildings are dead cheap for Zerg, really, compared to the like Ultralisk caverns. Like, I don't know what it is, but I know an Ultralisk costs. Actually, I'm not gonna say. I think it costs more. And still pumping out the Void Rays, putting more gateways down, which you shouldn't really do. And boom. You love it when one of those things one-shots us out. Yes, I do know the name of it. Spine Crawler.
Highway.
Units lost. Yeah, Zerg has definitely lost a lot more. Overseer I quite like, even though there is no observer. Still, it's good to know what Protoss has. And so he's going to be amassing up an army for the final push then. It's good to see what happens. This is that the Zergling is just using all his money. Well, I wouldn't say all his money, but look how much money he has. He could He's got Hydralisk dead now, but he could have done Hydralisk done ages ago. Definitely tech was lacking for the Zerg, which I do think is the reason why he lost. Yeah, I need to still remember to try and talk all the time, because there's no sound for it, unfortunately. Still massing up the Void Rays, 8 PM. It kind of slowed down actually. I'm not too sure. There we go, spiking up 108. I think the maximum we saw was 120, they're both at the same time, so obviously good macro part of the game there. Just remembered where those I always do that as well. I always have like 3 stranded stalkers where there's been a harassment when I attack. I was like, oh, I have 3 of these. Very interesting. Indeed. It seems like expansion is completely up running. I think if the Zerg player here, I don't know if I would risk taking this one because it actually a very good pylon placement because although here again, if they had the tech, that pylon would not be a problem because you'd be able to scale. You'd have a lot bigger army because you'd have more, and you'd have more overlords. You spread them out a bit more. If it's Protoss, you'd just get it out, destroy that, and they wouldn't have reinforcements coming in quite as quickly, and you'd be able to fend it off and most probably win, or could have a better chance of winning. Say that. There's like air armor is coming all the way. 2 more Zerg, as you can see, probably warping in. There we go. Just warp in so quickly, Zergs, really unbelievable. Still producing queens, and I think if they're gonna harass, there's too little, too late. Kind of unfortunate for the Zerg player. And it's the wrong time for these spy quarters. This is why I hate it. I don't like it having 12. It's like, I was always against Zerg when I was watching the beta replays. But still, I was like, oh, why did they put it to 12? I honestly think they should be 8. Although my thing is glitching here, and look how long 1 second takes. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I can't do it again. The second time I did try to do it after I really had no sound, it was laggy like hell. Imagine that, but 10 times worse. Yeah. No, actually, my thing was working fine before the patch 0.1 extra patch to fix the apparent bug. No, they went and bodged it up. Hydralis now are not a good counter. Roaches, very good counter. Hydralis, good counter against the Void Rain. However, he's kind of doing 2-pronged attack again, and Hydralis aren't the thing you really want. And his Overlords are going down like Overlords. Do you think they have Hydrogen in there or Heat? They don't have Hydrogen there to blow up there. Highway. One shot, boom. That's all like very good how that is kind of stopping it. Because if he's reinforcement over there, if he's reinforcement out of the pylon, they can't really come back very well. Although there's warping, but you know what I mean. Stopping the expansion bit, and there's the GG. Again, I don't think those drones are like, what? I can't mine from here? What? Do you mean I can't mine from there? Oh, so much that idea. Do Zerg have heaven or an afterlife? But yeah, 2-pronged, very well done for 2-pronged attack. I do like it. However, I do think if he had better tech, it would have avoided. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, rate, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time.